Hi, and welcome back to the 16th episode of Royals SMP, my story-based Minecraft server that you can join. Royals SMP is about the mystery of the 7 kingdoms where you can join, create a character, join a kingdom, and tell your story live. It's both Java and Bedrock compatible, so come join the community. I've recently released new Royals SMP kingdom hoodies that have all the kingdoms, the pirates, as well as wanderers, and even a Royals SMP holiday poster. You can find both of these on my merch site. Join my Discord to play Royals SMP, as well as come join and watch live on my Twitch. Enjoy the 16th episode.
Hello, good people of the Royals SMP. My name is Lucy, full name Lucience. I am the Nether representative and a part-time Royal Post member. I hope to represent my people of the Nether Kingdom and make as many changes as I can for the better for you guys. Okay, I'm done. Whoever's next.
Fire. Okay.
I can go next if everybody's okay with that. I'm Biddy Darling. Just Biddy for Biddy's my first name, so that's fine. I am the Plains representative, and basically I do the same as everybody else. I try to help the kingdoms as much as I can. I do what I do to just for the betterment of everybody, and I try to listen to every citizen in the kingdom as much as I can, because it's good to listen to people. I try to listen as best I can. Everyone wants to go next?
Well, I'll go. Hello, everyone. This is your favorite Maliana, or El Maliana if you want to be more formal. And I'm so glad to see everyone here. I see you, Ivy. I guess. I see many people in the crowd. So, as a representative, I just really want to make the sky a better place for everyone to come and go and just have a nice time. And I'm so happy that you all voted for me as your representative. And that's all I wanted to say. Love you, everyone.
All the kingdoms have such good
next.
representatives.
Mhm.
Honestly.
Hello, everyone. I want to start off by thanking you all for being here with us. My name is Shu. I am the water representative, and my job is just to make sure that all your concerns are being heard and that we have the best community in the Water Kingdom and in anywhere in general. I'm so excited for today. I just want to say I hope you all have amazing questions, and thank you again for being here.
Hopefully, through this, we can
I
get
can
some
go
good
next.
additions to the kingdom.
Hello, everybody. My name is Gub, and I am the desert representative. I'm very happy to serve as the voice of the people and to better the kingdom, both on an individual level and hopefully a community level as well.
These are some good
my turn?
representatives.
You got this, Ginger.
Hello there. I am a
have
Ginger, short for
Ginger.
gingerbread. The rep of the Snow
It's a very
Kingdom.
interesting
I'm
name.
so happy that you guys voted for me as your
I
rep.
I've ever met a fellow named Gingerbread.
And I'm here for you guys to bridge the gap between you and the leaders of the communities and to help you in any shape or form that's needed.
Lucian?
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's everybody.
Yeah, I
I
think
suppose
I've
we can
only
get
met a couple of them.
get started with
Mostly three.
questions.
Yes.
Meetings
I'm ready.
with the rulers. Okay. I think it's question time, I think. So what is it then? So people ask the questions, the royal post relays them. Yes, Pickles. Yes. I would say so. Okay, I think then. So on the beam is first up on the mic. So, I think. Let's see. I'm interested to see what new things will come out of this. I mean, the kingdoms, from what I've seen so far being here, have been good, but I mean, what can we do to make it better, I guess? Wait, how long is the line back through the door? Okay. Alright. Let's see. What they've got to say.
I'm lagging. I can't come up to the mic, but I'll say the first question. So my question is for the Nether Rep, Lucience. And I wanted to ask about what are your plans to help better the community and the kingdom after the war?
Alrighty. So thank you for your question on the beam. My plans for the Nether Kingdom following the war follow in the footsteps of our leader, Azza. So I really just want to better the relationships of not only the outside kingdoms that we have to have our relations with, but also the people within our kingdom, because I feel that we could have possibly become a bit more separated with this war time. I hope to restore the Nether Kingdom to an even better state than what it was before the rebellion. Do you have anything to add on to that?
Nope, thank you.
Not a problem.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good question. That was a really good question. I mean, seeing as we just got out of the war, we've already taken a lot of steps, the kingdom rulers have, in bringing the kingdoms together following, so. Let's see. I think. Alright. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna make sure that everyone's all good. Royal Post, y'all are good to take up the next question. Every single time there's a new one. Alright. It's their first time, chat. It's their first time doing like lore, aside from the elections. So they're getting the hang of everything. So they got it though. Everyone, cheer on the Royal Post and Kingdom Reps. Some of them are really nervous to do this. Okay. Yes, Royal Post are the ones there. They relay the questions verbally to the Kingdom Reps. I gotta help them out a little bit. Just y'all, Twitch it, y'all know what's lore, what's not. Hopefully.
I can just hear everyone screaming my name. I'm so famous.
Well, I haven't seen any questions yet, so I'll ask one again. My question is for all of the reps, and my question is, what are the plans for just your community and your kingdom in general? Like, if you have any future events planned.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it has been kind of like lacking a little on events.
I guess I can go again. My plans for my community, the Nether Kingdom, are to, well, renovate, if that's the right word, within the kingdom. I feel that some of the rules within our kingdom have been being broken recently regarding some material usage. But it feels that with the power of me and Azza, I'm hoping to renovate and redo some of the mishaps that
A
have
lot of
happened
the
within.
rulers
I also feel that we
in
can
different kingdoms have rules
better
against, like,
represent the Nether
Cherry
by
Kingdom? I mean,
changing
I've
some
read
of
the
the
Plains
more
Kingdom, so it's-
overworld-themed blocks into Nether blocks. So that is something I'm working
do
to
like
strive
Cherry,
towards.
but I can understand. I get it.
And to get to this goal, I hope to start a campaign where some of our kingdom members will be able to donate Nether themed blocks, so that way I can go in and build more Nether themed areas within the kingdom. That way it looks better not only to the people outside visiting the Nether Kingdom, but to the people within, so that way they feel proud of where they are from. That's really my main idea right now, but I am willing to share with anyone who may be curious if
Taxes.
they do intend to inquiry further.
Does one of the... Do people from the kingdoms want to add taxes? We didn't even have taxes in my other kingdom. There's no way.
What is this?
There's no
this
way.
guy?
No way they want to add taxes. What? Who wants to add taxes?
Who is this?
Y'all are good. You can keep going.
Oh.
Okay.
I could go next if no one else will.
There's no way.
Okay,
I think
for
someone
my
has a
plans for the
question.
water. A question?
Adrian, I think.
Who is wanting to add taxes? Why do the people want taxes? Well, I mean, I guess, okay, they
Oh
could,
wait, were
they
you
could be
asking
good
for
if
the
we're
question
wanting
again?
to... They could be...
The person
Depending on what
named
they go to.
Adrian was supposed to ask a question.
Depending
and
on
they
what
said
they
they're
want to do
done.
with them.
Oh, yes. Okay. I just gotta wait for them to type it.
I mean, no one... Who did I see? Someone was asking for taxes. Ivy, someone was definitely asking.
They typed it out.
I don't know if I personally want to play... Depending on what it's going to, okay? If the taxes are going to a good cause, then, you know. Let me actually see. How much money do I have? Oh! Okay, I got money, I got money. Okay. Someone was definitely asking for taxes. Someone did. Someone definitely did. Alright, who's up next? Hold on. I guess if no one...
Wait, can you retype your question, please?
I can see it if you want me to say it instead.
Okay.
Right, I'll say their question out loud. Ahem. Hi, I'm here to ask a question and a concern about some stuff. My name is Akashi, by the way, and I am a warden. I would like to ask about the safety of our kingdoms. What will you do about the criminals and etc.? Will prisons be made?
I guess that's a good point.
I can start if anybody would specifically.
Yeah, go on.
There has
Yeah,
been
you're welcome
definitely
to.
a rise.
May I
criminal
ask one
activity
thing first?
around
Is
the
that
kingdoms.
directed to any specific representative?
I don't think it was.
Alrighty.
I can go do that. So I'd say for the planes at least, where I'm currently planning out a few things. With criminals in mind, I don't seem to find a ton in the Plains Kingdom, but for those who do like break rules and such, I think a big part of it will be sort of like putting these sort of laws in place and to kind of like, but also using the supports that we currently have and creating more supports to like kind of lessen the amount. So instead of like looking right at the problem itself, we look at stopping the problem before it happens. That's kind of my sort of take on it, at least for the planes.
Yeah, I mean, that's also... Blue makes a good point. Yeah. I mean, that is also why we had those night trials.
Say?
I could go
Got
next.
more guards.
Hello?
For
I
me,
think they just need
I
more
believe like
direction,
the same
probably.
thing Vinny said. I haven't really noticed any bad people within the Water Kingdom, so I'm not really 100% sure what we would do to them, but also like Vinny said, we could find ways to prevent it from happening before it does happen, and we could also enforce different rules and be like 100% sure to make sure the people of the Water Kingdom or anyone who's outside the kingdom that comes to it to follow those rules and to agree to follow those rules.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a good
Are
point.
you cool if I go next, or
It's a very good.
yeah, you can go.
Go for it.
So with the Snow Kingdom, I do believe we already have a prison, but our main point is
Do they?
stopping any
Do
of
they?
the crimes that would be committed before that happens. And
Snow
we already
Kingdom's a
have
prison.
laws in place, but they do seem to be broken a few times, so they would be struck down upon a bit more than what they already are.
I didn't know that the Snow
It
Kingdom had a
doesn't
prison.
mean
I don't even know what kingdoms do have prisons.
less freedom or
I
anything.
know that there are a couple
But the
wardens though,
rules
but
seem to be a bit flimsy with the Snow Kingdom. And we'll just strike down on anyone that does seem to break them that gets away.
Alright, it's my turn now, Baldy. Ginger. So with the Sky Kingdom, I don't see a lot of, well,
at least I think that the
a lot
kingdom
of
representatives are getting along,
criminals
which is
or people doing
perfect for the
crimes
actual
here.
relations.
So, I didn't really think about it that much because I actually trust in you people. But, yeah, like, Vidi and
Gotcha, Kelsey.
Shu said, they, like, we gotta prevent it before it happens because, it's something that we kind of need to do to make sure no bad people, cause havoc on the kingdom because we don't want
I
any
got you, Kelsey.
wars or rebellions again. So that's all I have to say.
Alrighty, then I guess I'll take my turn.
I think they're
So,
all
with the
whoever's speaking
rebellion
goes up
having ended,
to the
I
middle,
feel
so you
that
know.
our criminal record and containment is a very important factor to the well-being of the Nether Kingdom. We already have an established warden within the kingdom, so I feel that this will be mainly their job. But as the representative, I feel that my stance on it is slightly less than what they can say. I think that our containment is growing as time goes on because of the rapid containment caused by the rebellion. So I'd say that it's a very important factor to our community, and I'm willing to take any more questions that I could possibly answer about it.
My turn. I know there is interest in building a prison for the kingdom, although I don't know if that's been actually kickstarted yet. But I do know that a lot of the citizens have gathered together recently to improve the desert and make it a more established territory for the kingdom, so people don't take as much sand, and overall just make it a lot nicer place, so people don't feel like stealing from us anymore.
Right, that's everyone who's answered the question.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. It would make sense for each of the kingdoms to have a form of prison. I mean, I know that they have laws and everything, and people abide by the laws, but yeah. Who's up next? Let's see. Bella. Bella's up next. Let's see what they ask. Whatever.
Someone has a question. I think their name is El Dorito.
They're not in the lane, I don't think. Oh wait, they are. They're a bit back though.
Yeah.
Bella's the next one. Thank you, Lord Hides. Thank you.
They said
I
that
can read
question.
this out. By We Bella. Hello, my name is Bella, and I was wondering why Bedrock players can't design banners, and if the problem. Okay, this is um.
What is bedrock?
What's a bedrock?
We don't
The
know what
thing at
that
the
is.
bottom of the ground? What?
We don't know what that is.
Bella, that is a
If I
non-royal
may
SMP
say,
question.
I'm fairly certain that's more of a question for people higher than our roles.
Yeah.
Next
Is
question.
that like magic?
Let's see.
Okay. We have the next
What's a
person
bedrock?
here.
I don't know, chat.
Who?
What is a bedrock? Who's up next? Kirsten, thank you for the follow. Who do we have? Stonesmith? Stonesmith TV. Reminder, chat, make sure that your questions are like lore related. If it's like about the server or, you know, something mod related, put that in the Discord. This is like lore. Like, this is for the kingdoms. This is for people, not like, you know, what's wrong with the server? What is it?
Okay. Stonesmith says, my question is, which kingdom has jurisdiction and what court exists for a civil lawsuit between kingdoms? As Cam said, as Cam has declared their intention to sue Val in the vein, may we add a role for lawyers? Okay, I don't really know how to spell that, but lawyers to give to those such as authority. Okay, can someone send me the question? I can't really see it.
They're getting it, chat. They're getting it. Welcome, new player. It's in the VC chat.
Okay.
This is their first
My
time
question is
doing
directed
things like
at
this,
any
so.
who believe that they have authority to give answers. I am a man of order. Okay. Emmy, can I have a second?
Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
Kingdom Rips, y'all are good to answer.
I could try answering this one.
Yeah, go on.
I'll have to sometimes have to help them.
There's already jobs in the kitchen.
Give them
There's already
grace.
jobs in the kingdom where lawyers are like something you can become and such. Jurisdiction would be sort of a difficult answer. But lawyers are a job already. So it's mostly something on a higher sort of thing.
I would be happy to add on to that. Well, what Viddy says is true. Yes, we do already have the lawyer role within the Royals' kingdoms. I feel that it is an underrated role that isn't filled by many players, at least in my kingdom.
True.
So
I don't think I know of any lawyers
yes,
at all.
I think there is
actually.
a little bit more of a need for jurisdiction,
but
we have had trials in the past. Before my time, but
yeah,
in the
there
past,
was a
of course.
trial, alright.
So I think that jurisdiction
There was definitely
is
a trial,
something that
alright.
could be handled a little bit better, but it is already a bit taken care of.
I think we got a new person joining the kingdoms. Yeah, I don't think I want to be reminded about the royal trial. Not a good time. That was
Is that it? Should we move
yeah, it
on?
was
Or
definitely interesting.
does anyone else want to speak?
So fun.
I feel that was a
Right.
justifiable answer.
Yeah, I think.
Moving on from the royal trial. Okay, please, next question. Please, please, please. I do not even want to think about that for 1 second. Let's see. Who's up next?
You can ask Atticus. I mean, I definitely don't know you.
Nope. Oh! Well, there we go. There's already another lawyer here. Okay. Let's see.
Okay, let's add it.
Okay. They asked 2, one for everyone and one for just the Sky Rep. So I believe that the Sky representative should answer theirs first, and then we can move on to ours.
Okay. What was the question for me? Okay. So, your question was about the recent murder that happened at Kai's Cafe. You did not. Okay. You knew what you were doing, but. So. I'm not completely sure what happened there. And to be honest,
a murder.
I didn't know. I wasn't there at the time. I was traveling at the time of the murder. Because there was supposed to be a little what's it called, event, and I was going to go travel to another kingdom to go meet someone on that day. But
okay, maybe they are right. Maybe we do need more protectors. Yeah, I thought we were fine.
The owner
with
the cafe.
the Kingdom Knights.
I mean,
the
I can't
guards.
say much on it. I was not there, but
maybe we do need more. You know,
it was something.
If murder's just happening.
I mean, there was some evidence for a certain person, but I won't name them for reasons. That's more personal for bigger talk, you know? But overall, on how I feel about it, I feel like if I wasn't on a trip, I feel like I could have prevented the murder from happening, and I would like to
so much that you can do,
I would like to hope that the other owner, the spouse of the other owner, is okay, and if no one else will, I mean, I'll try break the news to them. But this is I will try work on to prevent more deaths like this happening. Or I really just don't want the Sky Kingdom to be known for
so maybe that is
you know, people dying. But we can move on with the question for everyone now.
So Atticus asked, they were wondering if all of you have any events under plan to bring the kingdoms closer. For example, something like the festival.
Does anyone want to answer, or should I go?
I can go if everybody's okay with that.
More events.
Yes, from our previous talks, I'm really interested to hear yours, Viddy.
So I've had quite a bit of sort of events underway. I've hosted a few before. If anybody remembers the masquerade or holidays that I've hosted.
That's right. It's been
There's
so long.
many I have sort of been planning out and such. I have one underway. I can't spoil the idea yet, but there is another underway currently.
Man, I'm so glad to be in the place.
The planning is taking a while, as well as gathering the materials for it. But we are
making me feel very
trying
patriotic for
our
the Plains
hardest
Kingdom, let me just
to
say.
kind of make one that a lot of people are able to come together with.
Wow, there are a lot
It will not only just be open to the Plains Kingdom, it will be open to all kingdoms, and it will be very fun. I can't wait for you all to see.
Alright, so I guess I'll answer the question next. Like Vidi was saying that they've already made a couple events, and I feel like I want to, you know, take part of that and try to do some myself. Yeah, I'm pretty busy with stuff, so it won't be super soon, but I do have some plans in mind. So if anyone wants to make a suggestion of what you guys want to, you know, go to, then you can obviously come up to me and ask me or tell me something.
I mean, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day,
do
the
you
Kingdom
mind
Reps,
if I
that is like their whole
check?
purpose.
Yes,
is
you can.
for
Well, I
the
mean,
people to go to and
Ginger.
make suggestions that'll then be put to the rulers.
I actually am in stages of planning out an event for not just the Snow Kingdom, but other kingdoms as well. They are all welcome to join. And at the moment, we are in the building phase of said plan. I have a build crew, and we are hopefully going to be finishing that soon. And then we'll host that event for all of you to have some fun with.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, also, yeah. If
We can go next. Mine will be really quick.
Lucians had talked about is that the
I
bees are going
regretfully
to
have not made any plans so far to
want
hold
to
any type of
bring the
event in
kingdoms
the Desert
together.
Kingdom. I'm focusing more on infrastructural things right now, but I do hope to set up some kind of area for events that just has, you know, anything you need for events, but right now, not the priority for what I'm trying to do in the kingdom and what the kingdom is trying to do. Thank you.
Okay, I'd really like to go through with mine quickly. So within the Nether, I think that how do I put this?
Interesting.
Well,
So they're focusing on
let's just say
infrastructure.
that there are some events that I would like to bring to the Nether, but some of them are quite confidential, and I want to surprise my people with them. So what I can reveal is that I am working very hard to entertain and welcome those outside and inside of the kingdom. Now, I regret to inform everyone that something has come up. I have received a call and I need to be elsewhere. So, unfortunately, if you have any questions for the Nether representative, I'm going to have to ask you to either relay those off to my other representatives in the best of their ability, they will answer, or otherwise you can contact me by other means, and I will answer them in that medium. So thank you so much for your time here, and I will see you the next time.
I guess they have to go. What did go? So apparently the Desert Kingdom is repairing.
Alright.
What is going on in the Desert Kingdom? Well, let's see. Oh, Cutie. Okay, Cutie's up next. Plains Kingdom. Represent. Hi. What's Cutie got to ask? What is... Did something happen to the Desert Kingdom that I missed, or...
So Cutie has a question, and they said, I was wondering whether or not you were planning on restoring relations with the Plains Kingdom, or are you planning on remaining on rocky terms for Gub?
That is an excellent question. That is definitely on my list of things I need to do. I don't think maintaining a rocky relationship is beneficial for either of the kingdoms. I just don't see anything good coming out of staying tense. So I really do want to try and work out that relationship and just try to improve it whatever way I can. We don't have to be best friends, but I do want to at least be neutral. Thank you.
Okay.
Right.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Well, now the question is, I mean, that's coming from the kingdom representative. Will the ruler, will Ethan want to do the same? That's what it really comes. I mean, at the end of the day, the kingdom representatives they represent the people, but let's see.
Winswood
That
has
could
a
also put up
question, and they
turmoil
said,
between
I have a question about the Snow
the
Kingdom,
king and
which I am a citizen of. What would you say is the kingdom's biggest weakness and strength? And about said weakness, what is the best way to fix it?
Snow Kingdom weaknesses.
I would say the biggest weakness for the Snow Kingdom would be us as a people. We aren't necessarily as close as we can be.
Is that so?
My plan is to hopefully bring us all together to make us closer and just allow us to basically be one massive happy family. Thank you.
That's probably what a lot of the kingdoms are working on, is my guess at least. But
Oh, look who it is.
I still want to know what is going on with the desert. What do you... Did something happen that I missed? Surely I would have been updated by Shy. I don't know. Anyways, let's see. Okay. Who's up next? Butyl? I think Butyl. Butyl's up next.
Buetel has a question, and they said, Hi, representatives. My question is, anyone can answer this question, but how will you, the representatives, work with the leaders to keep peace among all kingdoms?
I mean, it's a good, honest question.
I can answer this question. I could go first if that is all right with you all.
The desert next to the kingdom is very messed
As
up.
the water representative, I believe for us to like bring kingdoms together and have that healthy relationship, we could host events that where all kingdoms could go and just have times where we're able to spend time with each other and just be one instead of just having those bickering vibes with the other kingdoms, especially if there's like caste problems. I think we should be able to resolve that now and move on as if this is a new age for us all. Thank you.
To add on to that, if I'm allowed to, I find that a very important part of it is kind of communication with the other representatives as well as the other important governmental figures that are a part of each kingdom. I find that, at least for me, communication with all the other representatives and talking things out and going through what each kingdom means and needs and what they want is a very important part to it. So through sort of communicating with the other representatives and the other governmental figures and all these important people, we can keep a peaceful outlook upon all the kingdoms and can bring us all together using these communication skills.
You know what? Maybe.
Right.
If they held...
I mean,
they could
no
hold like
else wants
another
to go, I'll
press
go.
conference like this. They could hold
Right,
another.
so
I mean, we could just do
me
like
personally,
monthly
I believe
kingdom
that
rep press
all the
conferences.
kingdoms should like not be at these,
That's something that they could totally
little
do.
arguments and all these disagreements. I think that we should all, like Vidi said, we should all like communicate together to form a nice peace between the kingdoms, and hopefully that will carry on with, like, if the representatives of two enemy kingdoms get along, maybe that can carry on with the whole kingdom, so then we cannot be at these meaningless disputes, so we can all be peaceful together. That's all I have to say.
I think any point I would have made had basically already been said already.
Yeah, that's basically the same. Every point that has been said is basically what I would have said.
There's quite a few people in line. Whew. Let's see. Who's up next? Wolfix? Wolfix. Looks to be up next. Chat, also, I recommend have your question ready. So it's easier. You could just like copy and paste it or post it in chat for the royal post to read out and ask the kingdom reps. Yeah, yeah. All right. Let's see what Wolfix has to say. What does Wolfix got to say? Wolfix? Isn't Wolfix? Isn't Wolfix a pirate? I could have swore I seen Wolfix with Tiny. Isn't Wolfix a pirate? Oh, Wolfix is a pirate. What are they gonna ask? Kingdom representatives. Hello? Let's see. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, reminder chat, you need to get in line. If you have a question or like a suggestion, get in line for the mic that is right here. And you'll ask him from there. Wolfix, if you don't have a question, go sit down. It can be questions, it can be suggestions. We'll have to move on to the next one if there is nothing. Okay, if there's no question, we can move on to the next person.
Yeah, this is taking a bit.
There are a lot of people, so we can't, unfortunately, spend a whole ton on one single person. Alright. Next person up.
Out here, and I see some familiar faces. Hello, Miss Lee.
We're trying to make sure as many people have their chance to either suggest things or, you know, ask the kingdom representatives what they can, so. Alright. Let's get the next up. Hello. Let me real quick. Okay. They're gonna be a little slow with these.
Do you want me to lead it out for you? Because I can see it.
You can? Yeah.
They're getting the
Okay,
hang
so
of
what they
everything,
said
chat.
was, in the event of a raid, attack, or just like declaration of war or something like that, what would you do? And that's to like all of them.
you mind if I?
Go on, but I mean, sorry.
Wow. In an event of a raid or an attack on our kingdom, I would make sure that all the members of the Snow Kingdom are safe before anything bad actually happens to any of them. The people of the Snow Kingdom are the top priority. Thank you.
I was proud.
Alright, I'll go next.
Oh.
I'm going. Like Ginger here said, got it right this time. Yes, the people of my kingdom are my number one priority. So I would make sure that everyone is safe, and if we're not able to fight back, but I don't recommend fighting, but in the event where we kind of have to defend ourselves, if we can't attack, if we aren't able to, then I would try and evacuate everyone and try and get everyone out before any deaths occurred, actually. So yeah.
I could do next.
Good answers.
Regarding the Water
We've
Kingdom,
kind of already seen what
for the
a lot of the
underwater
kingdoms
half,
would do.
I believe there wouldn't really be a raid. But as for the upper half that is on land, I would suggest that we take caution quickly and we take action, because I would hate, from experience, raids are horrible, and I wouldn't want my kingdom to have to go through that. And then if there's an attack, I would speak about it with our ruler Cross, and then see what ways we could prevent it from going any further or anyone in our kingdom being harmed. Thank you.
I'll go next. In the event of any sort of attack or anything, first priority would be evacuating any civilians from the area that is being attacked. We want everyone to stay as safe as possible. And then once we're doing that, or probably at the same time, any guards or knights or anyone who can and is willing to defend the kingdom will obviously be sent to the location to either help evacuate or to help fight off whoever is attacking. Thank you.
I can definitely go next if we're all good.
Yeah, you're the last one.
So it's quite a well-known fact that I'm a pacifist, but in the event that a attack or raid would happen, I know from experience that violence can be an incredibly scary thing. Obviously, evacuation would happen, just like the other kingdoms. First priority is keeping the people safe. When
Makes sense.
this evacuation happens, there will be a designated spot where the people will evacuate to. When the evacuation starts, if sort of communications can be made to the attacker, that will be done. And if that cannot happen, then worst case scenario, we do have to fight back. Whatever means necessary.
The line is out the door. Damn. I have a feeling this will be a long press conference.
Right, that should
today.
be everyone. So, next question.
Who's up next? Is it Red Fox? Red Fox is up next. Okay. Let's see. With me? I don't think I've ever met Red Fox before. They're part of planes too. That's bad. It means I need to go around and meet more people of the Plains Kingdom. Okay. Let's see. What does Red Fox have to ask or suggest?
So Red Fox's question is, hi, I'm Fox from Plains Kingdom, and what are your guys' plans for any community shops in the kingdoms?
I mean, that poses a good
I
thing
suppose
to suggest as well as like a
because
way
it's
for people to
planes, I
get to
should
know each
answer,
other better
or at least
within
be
the
first.
kingdoms.
Um,
Because I mean, I barely even know everyone who's in my kingdom.
let's see.
I've been here for
definitely have
long enough
tons of
now.
plans for this
Maybe not as long
specifically.
as everyone, but
I
maybe that's something to suggest to
I
the kingdom reps.
so what I'm kind of planning so far is a big thing is farmers markets.
Ooh.
Farmers markets are a big thing I'm trying to implement, or an idea that is kind of coming together. There will also be more community shops. I am thinking of working with a sort of
Is there a spot
how do I
that's
describe
more
it?
open?
Community board of trades, I
I want to
suppose,
sit closer
where
to the
different
line to
businesses
see, but
can come together and
who's asking the
sort
question and
of
everything, but
come and get their goods and sell it to the masses.
Thank you, bilingual. Thank you.
Like, keep it moving, flower girl.
They just gave up their spot for me.
I'm sorry, what? Who said that?
Oh,
Anyways,
Whatever kingdom bilingual's in, you to go. You to go.
that was the question.
Thank you, bilingual. Oh, it's just so much easier to see now. Okay. I got a little late to the meeting. It's okay. But we're here now. Okay. I think... Okay, so is it anarchy now? Let's see what anarchy has. I think if I remember right. Because I've met anarchy before, if I remember.
This is a question for all kingdom reps. How will the security regarding trade between kingdoms work? Will that be a separate role, or will it be organized by the commander-in-chiefs and soldiers/knights?
I mean, that's a good question. Let me see. It feels like most of this... I think a lot of the kingdom members are worried about security. It's probably the biggest thing. I mean, it makes sense after we just went through the rebellion.
Does anyone
and the war
want to
that
go
happened
first?
in another
I
kingdom.
can definitely go if
It makes
everybody's
sense
okay
why
with
people
that.
are so concerned about it.
So, see, I can't talk for all the kingdoms, but at least for the Plains Kingdom, what we're sort of thinking right now is definitely that's kind of more of a job for sort of commander-in-chiefs. No, wait, it's trading. My apologies. Trading is actually sort of looked over with a collective sort of... It's kind of between everybody, but a big thing, at least for me, is trading within the kingdoms will be majority. It's a big thing that we're definitely looking at for sure. Different trades between different materials, different trades between different precious minerals, things like that. I'm definitely looking at sort of specifically for plains. We have a lot of sort of wood plants, and farming. Farming is a huge thing with the plains, but we're definitely looking at trading with other kingdoms, of course.
Okay. Not a bad idea, yeah, to focus more on trading
I
between the
can
kingdoms.
go next. I think
they're all so
genuinely it might just depend on the situation, because obviously one-on-one trade we don't need a lot of guards or knights, but if it's a major transaction between kingdoms, I think it is worth having some sort of security. And I do believe that Commander-in-Chief could take care of that unless somebody would volunteer to take care of it themselves. But I think unless someone else is volunteered or hired for it, the commander-in-chief would be the one to take care of that kind of security.
I don't think that the desert has a commander-in-chief, though. So who's leading their guards and knights?
Does anyone have something to say? Because all that I wanted to say has been said already.
Who's protecting the desert kingdom? Genuine question. Who's protecting the desert kingdom? And I don't think that they have any wardens. It might just be that the desert kingdom is like lacking in protection. But you'd think that the Desert Kingdom would be like one of the highest kingdoms with protection, considering they are like the most heavy resource kingdom. They have the most riches, resources, money. And it sounds like they're lacking in protection.
I think it's the next question now.
Interesting. I mean, that's not good. I mean, highly unlikely that someone would do something, but if the Desert Kingdom is lacking in protection, it's an opening. Let's see, who's up next? Stark? Stark's up next. I don't think that Ethan knows that either.
The nether rep isn't here.
Unfortunately, the nether representative has gone out due to issues and other sort of difficulties. But if you have any other questions for the other representatives, that is allowed to be said.
I think that question was already asked as well. About protection against threats. That one was already answered. So. Join any kingdom.
So we are willing to take any other questions or any other questions.
Well,
let's see. What? There's a lot of new kingdom members that I have not even met. I mean, it's been a while since I've been to all the different kingdoms, but they're in snow. There seems to be a lot of snow kingdom members.
This question is from Cave Town, and they said, specifically, how does your kingdom help newcomers connect with its people and facilitate their integration? Additionally, what opportunities exist for individuals to advance and climb the social ladder?
That was a very good question. Okay.
Should I go first?
Wow.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay, so the thing about newcomers, I would really love to help all the newcomers out and try and find a space to put their house, since, I mean, there has been more space recently in the Sky Kingdom, which is very good for any of the new people. I would love to give them all like tours and all those kind of stuff, and yeah, basically just trying to help out all the new people. And about the to claim this social ladder, I'm not if I'm being completely honest, I'm not very sure if any of the other representatives want to speak on that.
I can. I'd gladly speak on it. So for the Plains Kingdom, at least, I'm thinking, so for newcomers and for people kind of just joining the kingdom, a big thing with us is currently I'm looking at more programs to get more sort of materials for building. So newcomers can build their own housing, which will help them sort of go into sort of climbing up that ladder to get more of a business going. I'm also adding a lot of, or thinking about sort of going through with more how to get people more in the community. At least for the plains, community is a very important thing, I find.
Yeah.
So a big thing
Not
with us is we're looking
think if-
for those newcomers and
all
those
the
people who want to
kingdoms that I
kind
have
of climb
visited,
that ladder
Plains Kingdom probably has
to sort
the
of
most
kind
connected
of
and
participate in
biggest
events
community.
that the Plains Kingdom is
sure.
putting on.
I would say probably, if anything, the Water Kingdom probably comes up close next.
I could answer
Like a close second
next,
in
if
terms
that
of
is all right
community.
with you all.
Yep.
For the Water Kingdom, for a way for us to connect our newcomers with our kingdom, I believe, like I said before, events or just boards around the kingdom help newcomers like navigate through it. I think that'd be helpful because for me, I had trouble getting around the kingdom, and I just, as a representative, I want to help those
It
people
was definitely confusing at
and
first.
not have them
I
struggle
will
the way
say.
I did. Regarding this climbing the social ladder, that just depends on how well you could put yourself out there, because you wouldn't get far if you're behind the sidelines. I think if you just be involved and try your best to make any kingdom to be better, I think you'll be up there with the rest.
It's a good point. Yeah. I mean, it is kind of up to the person themselves to
If Gub or Ginger wanna go?
make the changes.
I don't have a whole lot to add. I will say one small thing that I think helps a lot, especially with newcomers, is making sure there's a lot of signs around, especially around the castle. Obviously, that's the biggest thing that they're going to see when they arrive. So having signage from there to help kind of guide them around the major parts of the kingdom, if obviously someone's not there to show them around, can help a lot.
Alright. And I'm guessing. Oh, go on.
Okay. I think who's up next then? Dorito? I think Dorito's up next. Let's check how many people do we have. There's a lot of people in this line.
Yeah. For newcomers, in the Snow Kingdom, we are going to have basically community storage in place for new people having easier starts, and all so that they can build their houses and have a fun time in our Snow Kingdom.
You know what? I think it would be important as well if like
The
all the
next
kingdoms
person has already
themselves
said their
implement
question early.
sort of community storage, community like
Okay, the next question
area for
is from
newcomers to be able to gather things quickly.
Dorito. My question is to the Plains rep. FYI, I'm new. So what would happen if there is an attack and they defeat all the knights and soldiers?
So, this sort of was answered earlier, but there is sort of that second part to it where it's like, all of our soldiers, guards, they're all gone. In that scenario, we, of course, evacuation is the biggest key. We want our people to be safe. We want our people to be protected. That is incredibly important. If that problem arises, there will be a plan in place. I will look at that more as a large component in the kingdoms. A lot of that sort of situation I've definitely seen before, but there will be a plan in place if this happens.
Do all kingdoms have an evacuation plan? Did not know that. Shy hasn't told me anything about that.
Right, I think it's time for the next question.
Okay. I had no clue. That's something I'll have to ask about then. There's an evacuation. Okay. Let's see. Moon Deer is up next. If they are here. If not, let's see. May or may not. We can have. Let's do this. If they do not have a question, we can move on to the next one. So, Ita. Trying to do my best to also help direct them and everything. They might have been AFK. Let's see. Okay, they do have a question.
Isa has a question, and their question is, I was wondering what the plans for the expansion and cleanup of the Sky Kingdom are, and would love to help with any need for blueprints.
Okay. Thank you for the suggestion to help. That will be. I'll reach out to you. The plans. I mean, the cleanup. I mean, it's already kind of started. We've already gotten rid of some old buildings. And we're currently gathering people to help for cleaning up the builds, and I guess if we can find a good part of space to expand the Sky Kingdom, we will definitely look into that. And that is all.
I mean, I will say, I've talked to Abby quite a bit of times. I mean, when the time that I went to the Sky Kingdom not too long ago, and they had already done massive expansion. I mean, the times that I had went and explored the different islands, they have a ton of islands, and I think from the last time that I had talked to Abby, they had created more space as well. I'm pretty certain. I don't know, we had a conversation, a little conversation, but I think I did see that that was a big issue, though, of the Sky Kingdom.
Rose's question says, they'd like to know if us studiers of the stars can have an
astronomer? Oh.
I don't think that's a question that they could answer.
We're not in charge of the laws, I don't think. Well,
what's a role?
I'm pretty sure we don't have any control over the laws.
We can talk about it as a job.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting as a job. Definitely.
Gotta help them a bit, chat.
We can have a little discussion about it, but I don't think we can fully put it in place at the moment because we're not.
I mean, it's something that they can definitely talk to the
exact Lion King to do
the
that.
rulers about is the thing. So they can talk to the rulers and probably get it put into place. I mean, that's the whole point of their role, being kingdom representatives. Let's see. I see Grace in line. Grace, you better have the best question.
Drakenwolf's question is for the Snow Rep. Are there any events or plans to bring the Snow Kingdom together?
Yes, there are plans and events that I am going to be starting soon for our lovely Snow Kingdom to bring us all closer together. They will stay secret for a good while, though. Any updates on that, and obviously you'll all know.
Okay. I think especially after the war that had just happened, I think a lot of the kingdoms are kind of like getting back into it. If that's how you want to call it. I think. That's what I've seen at least, going around and exploring. So maybe that's something I should talk to Shy about also. Since I do have that connection. Who's up next? Cam? I think Cam is up next.
So Cam's question, they said, hello, some of you know me, some of you don't. Anyhow, I have a question for all the representatives within this conference. Have you made an effort to do any background research on the kingdoms which you represent? Or would you allow their wrongdoings to go unnoticed for the sake of your new position of power? Oh wait, I didn't say one.
Yeah.
And whether you have or haven't, if you find something that is wrong and doesn't align with the morals you swore you had when you came into office, would you hold the ruler accountable? Would you let the truth come to light?
True.
I can go first on this one. So I have not done any research into the past of our kingdom yet, but I will say if anything came up that I think is detrimental to the people of the kingdom and the kingdom itself, I am more than willing to bring that to light and, if needs be, confront the ruler himself about it. But I have not discovered anything like that yet. But I am more than willing to do something about it if I do.
Okay,
mean,
I
that
guess
was
I'll
also-
go
that
next.
was also the whole point of the
I
rebellion
have
was
well,
to
I
change
have been
out
looking
the bad
into some
leadership.
history books, but not on this kingdom. Is more about some personal things that I have been, you know, taking account of. So I've not really had the time to go and research any of my kingdom's past. I do, though, if there is anything really bad that I have to confront my ruler about, I guess I could, but I'm not entirely sure. But if there is any concerns about the Sky Kingdom that anyone has, they can come up to me and ask me about it, because I'm here to answer any questions to the best that I can. And that is me done.
I can for sure go next. If that's all right. I think that as a matter is it's a very good question. I find that as a matter is incredibly up to someone's morals, but for me, I would for sure, if it is detrimental, as the other representative said, if it's detrimental to how the kingdom and the people and how their livelihoods are going to be affected if something like that ever comes to light,
I mean, also, at the end
then
of the
we
day, we have
definitely
seen. Oh, he's truly.
there's definitely sort of a moral dilemma there. But one of
We have
my
seen
most
that
important
the
sort of
rulers care so much
values
about
is
the people.
they are to be held accountable
That's the thing. I mean,
no
Blue
matter
Ribbon makes a very good
what
point.
was done.
I think the people have enough power,
I
especially with the
find,
kingdom
specifically for
representatives,
me,
in order to
it's
hold them
incredibly
accountable. If there is
important
anything,
to hold rulers accountable and government figures accountable.
and we've seen that happen as well. We've
And
seen
I
that
find
happen. That's why
specifically,
the whole
as long as
rebellion
I
took
am
place.
working with the Plains Kingdom, it will be brought to light if anything is being destructive to the people,
I feel like-
especially if it's bad enough to affect the livelihoods.
Most of my points were said by my lovely representatives, friends here. So Yeah.
Go to answers. I mean, that's obviously what we would hope them to do for us as people. But... Ooh, Grace! Represent the Plains Kingdom. This better be a good question, Grace. If it ain't, I'm gonna make fun of you later. Let's see. What's Grace got to see? What do they got to say? Grace, you better be cooking up something.
This question is from Grace. They said, I am a part of the royal... Where'd it go? I'm a part of the royal council of the Plains Kingdom, and my question is, like kind of Cutie said before, how do you plan on separating your personal feelings and relationships with the people in other kingdoms and the current kingdoms?
I can answer this one first, if that's alright with everyone.
It's a good question, yeah.
So yes, there has been some personal disputes between me and some certain people from different kingdoms, but I try not to like lean into the fact, like I try not to, you know, blame it on their kingdom. So I do not think that any of these lovely representatives here are the bad people that I have met before. And I will try, and I already do, you know, I don't see them as the person who has, you know, had those disputes with me, you know? And that is all I have to say.
Important is making sure that you do separate the feelings between, like, you know,
I can go
friends and
next
not.
if everybody's okay with that.
Or, you know, any personal feelings from
I would like to say,
making these huge
sort of start off
decisions.
by saying that everything that I do in this sort of role is to better the kingdom of the plains. But of course, I am a person, and people do sometimes sort of have their feelings affect their jobs. But it's important to me, at least, that I try my hardest, and I'm hoping the other representatives will agree with this, that they also try their hardest to sort of separate their feelings from what their role is, their job. What they are supposed to do is help their kingdoms. And I find it incredibly important that that is our main goal.
Yeah?
I'll go next. Similar to what I said before, I would like to repair any rocky relationships our kingdom has with anyone, just because I don't see it as beneficial for anyone, really. I personally would not let my personal
I
feelings
do want to get along with Ethan,
affect
but I just...
the relationships between kingdoms negatively, because
The question is, will
ultimately
Ethan
I believe that is something incredibly
want to get
selfish
along
to
with me?
do with my position of power.
I think that
Thank you.
it's that in the history between the two kingdoms in general. Already started off on a rocky footing.
Like always,
And then
they
what
seem to
happened
have
doesn't help
stolen my
either.
points. I'm joking. They seem to have said everything that I was basically gonna say. So yeah.
I mean, if Ethan's willing to give an apology, but at the end of the day, I don't think Ethan is ready to do that. That's what I see as the issue, honestly.
This question is from Val. They said, my question is primarily towards El Mariana. Have you done anything to assist in finding ruler Germanish? If not, will you dedicate some time into the search?
Like I said before during the question of the research into the kingdoms, I've not had much time because I've been busy going places and seeing people, and also
I mean, that's
doing
already...
all these kind of things.
We
But
already solved that
I
issue, that was
have
the thing.
some more free time on my hands now that I've done all that. So yes, I will try to search for the lure, and I will make my best effort to find them. Right?
Kingdom Reps, can I jump in to answer that?
Yes.
Well, oh, I walked away, but I mean, I already worked with Abi. I worked with the ruler already on the case to try and find Germanish. I mean, it's already been closed. Germanish left to go find the cure for Abi. I mean, I don't think Germanish is going to be coming back until said cure is found. And Germanish said it themselves that they weren't ready to come back. That's the thing.
Yeah, I understand that happened, but you know, it's still we're missing one of them. But we'll leave them be for now.
Guess so. I mean, Abi has proven to show that they can...
Well, guys, look, we made it
lead
just in time. We're here for the
What?
representative meeting.
Oh.
What?
These guys invited.
We just got
Who
here. let's
invited
go.
these guys? Who are these guys?
Are you serious right now?
Get them out of here.
Are we being... Are we serious?
It's a representative meeting, is it not? We're here to participate.
What the hell?
Yeah, Kingdom representatives, Tiny. Kingdom.
Yeah, but we're the people. We're allowed to be here and watch, right?
What happened?
I mean, we made it. We made it just in
Yeah.
time. We're here pretty early, right? It didn't start yet.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it has.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, how
You're a bit
long
late.
has it been going on at least?
While.
Like 2 hours?
Hours?
Like 2 hours. Like 2 hours. You're...
You guys are still asking these guys questions? Let them be. Let them have a break. They just got the job, man. Let them go home. Let them take a nap or something, yeah?
What are these guys?
Who even is that? Is that like a dog?
Oh, I see a friend of mine in there.
That's
Is that a goose?
That's Tiny. That's Tiny. That's...
The proud pirate captain and all my children.
Yeah, who left behind the Plains Kingdom
I didn't
to be a
leave anything
cosplayer.
behind.
To be a cosplayer. Where
Okay,
are
first
your
of
other
all,
pirates at? I thought you had like...
I'm not a cosplayer, and they are right here standing beside me.
Where's Melody?
We are. What even is a cosplay? Am I saying that right?
Your other pirates are also cosplaying. Are you sure this isn't just like a cosplay club?
They aren't. They aren't. What is a
I
cosplay?
think they left one of them behind. I think they left a pilot behind.
Do they do that often?
I think we need to talk for a
Maybe.
second.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know them. I only know
let
one
them go
pilot, and then
home.
they burnt their shoe because they didn't have enough food.
Tiny, why are you here? What are you...
Not shoes
I
or socks.
wanted to watch. I wanted to see what's happening.
But you just interrupted them. They just got the job.
Yeah, but it's been 2 hours. Let them breathe a little bit, eh?
But they're doing what they need to do.
Yeah, but I don't think they're running out of questions. They don't know the answers to everything.
I actually do. What?
Well, I beg to differ.
Okay,
Every
Tiny.
Yeah, we all beg to differ.
Tiny.
We're smart.
You
We're
can
smart.
come sit down, and you can come, take your seat. Come take your seat,
Okay.
and you and the pirates can come watch. But no funny business. No funny business.
No funny
No-
business at all. No,
no
I
funny
promise.
business.
I solemnly swear. I put that on my entire cosplay. On my costume. I put that on everything I own.
Oh. Well.
Okay.
I'll even put
Should
the
we
sword away.
get
I'll
on?
even put the sword away.
Take the popcorn.
Oh, thank you.
No funny business.
No funny business. It's serious
Alright,
business.
you promising?
I pinky promise with a cherry on top.
What's happening?
Oh.
What's happening?
Okay. No funny business.
No funny business.
Else I'm
guys.
gonna have to tell Shy.
Oh, why are you always so close to me on the stage?
No funny business.
You're getting pushed.
What did you just...
Excuse me, everybody.
Wait, let me
I'd say that it's a good time to have a break, a little pause.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for coming, though. We will see you after this short intermission.
Tiny! Tiny, I am gonna be. If Tiny is the reason why we are pausing, okay, hopefully, you know, I'm sure everything will be just fine. Okay. Alright, short intermission. I guess we can all just go take a break. I'm gonna go. Tiny, tiny, tiny. So what I was saying, Tiny. Ugh. The kingdom representatives, they're doing fairly well, actually, though. They're doing a great. What is this? Chicken. Okay. Okay. I'll get some beans. I'm taking a break. This is a lot of good questions. A lot of the people have a ton of good questions. So that's good. At least we're getting to figure out more on that. Get people settled. What happened here? What? I'm gonna have to have a conversation with Tiny after. Okay. Anyways. I wanted to go get like a question or two in, but there are just a ton of people. I was not expecting this many kingdom members to show up to the meeting, especially since it was so last planned by the representatives. I mean, but they're doing a great job. Looks like they're getting a hang of it, which is so good. But... Whew, okay, well, I guess I can go ahead while waiting. I can send the letter. It's just... okay. That's how you spell it, yeah. Alright.